Hammer gang. Cause we always hit the nail on the head. What's going on, people? Let me see who all in here. Let me see. Hammer gang. Oh, we always hit the nail on the head. What's going on? All right. Robert said, in case I miss streaming, dropped up, looking players out on the dog, shutting chest. They're gonna respect us until we beat everything. Hey, I'm totally with you on that, boss. What's going on, boss? Said ESPN. I knew that was gonna happen yesterday. When I made that video, when I made my reaction video after the game, I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna happen. Like I said in that video, when you got teams like Indiana beating teams 24-0, and you got Miami beating these guys by 1 point, I knew that was gonna happen. All right, let me see what we got. Orange or green blood, what's going on, my guy? He said winning isn't everything, blowing people out is everything. Winning isn't enough anymore, evidently. ESPN doesn't know football as good as the average Miami fan. We eat, sleep, and breathe football. I agree with you. But I ain't gonna lie, dropping us out of the top 10 based on the wins that happened over, the course of yesterday, Virginia Tech ain't ranked. We number 9. We beat them by a point. Now, we was an underdog by 2 points or whatever, so we overcame that. But when you in the top 10, coming down to the stretch, when you got the teams that's behind you that's winning their game dominantly, stuff like this happen. That's why I'm like, I was happy that we won yesterday, but at the same time, I knew stuff like this happen when you don't dominate, when you don't, beat teams that you're supposed to. I knew the committee was going to look at Virginia Tech like last week. They lost to Liberty. Here you have a top 10 team in Miami that beat them by a point. I understand the rivalry between Miami and Virginia Tech and all that, but when it comes down to it, they don't care about none of that. They don't care about who played who close and what rivalry game. All they saw was Miami was number 9, and they escaped with a 1-point win against a Virginia Tech that wasn't ranked, had 3 losses under their belt already. What's going on with you, Jordan? All right. Did Notre Dame win the ACC yet? Ha, 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 ha. Good luck. I think Clemson going to beat the brakes off y'all in the ACC championship, but that's just me. That's just me. What's going on with you, Jay Play Hammer Gang? Yes, sir. Pope, yeah, the link in the chat, Pope. So whenever you get settled, you can come on in. It's gonna be a long show today. Man, what's going on, Hurricane Kilo? VT say number 12 BS. I think they got it right, to be honest with you, man. As much as I would love for Miami to stay in the top 10, we gotta dominate teams, bro. We gotta beat them. We can't just escape with wins. Ugly wins don't make it too far in the top 10. What's going on with you, Ben? BB, you go Gators. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. That Gator quarterback, Trash. Is it Trash or Trask? I know it's Trask, but it sounds so much easier calling them Trash. But it's hard to call them Trash when you playing so good. Man, Buddy was on a roll yesterday. Buddy was on a roll. Can't hate on the Gator, man. Can't hate on the little baby lizard, did they? But they did their thing yesterday. Let me see. What's going on with you, Marcus? What's going on with you, boss? I ain't even going to try to figure out what that is. I'm just going to call you 12. Well, I can't call you 12 because you might not like the police. And what's going on with you, DB? I'm going to just call you DB. Okay. Let me see any other name. Miami boy, what's good with you, man? All right, so like I'm saying though, the Virginia Tech game. Most of you guys was here with me yesterday watching that game. So you already know coming down to the end of it, that's what really got me like frustrated was the way we finished that game. When we got the interception, when Couch picked the ball off, we went out there on offense, and the first play we called was a pass, incomplete pass right across the middle. So I'm like, okay, it's like 5 minutes in the game now. I think Miami should be managing the clock, running it down because we had a 1 point lead, 25-24, the final score. So Miami throw the ball, miss, and then after that, now they want to run the ball. Even on third down, I think it was like third and long, they want to run the ball too. So I'm like, why didn't you just run the ball all 3 plays, run some clock out, gave them the ball back, we stopped them again. So I'm like, okay. Miami get the ball again, couldn't do nothing with it, gave it right back to him. So I'm like, does none of our offensive plays in the fourth quarter, none of them can pick up a first down? Like seriously, none of our plays in our playbook can pick up a first down. Henry, what's going on with you? I agree with the new rankings. I love my Canes, but we are not a top 10 team. Yeah, we didn't play like a top 10 team yesterday. And a lot of fans was like, bowing down to the win. I'm like, I understand. Look, we need to win, regardless of whether it's 1 point, 3 points, or a blowout. We need to win. Because, I mean, when you building a team, it's better to have wins than to have losses. I'd rather build a team with wins than build it while losing. So it's a good look for Miami winning, going 7-1. But if you're trying to go to the playoffs, if you're trying to make it to the ACC championship and stuff like that, you're trying to, compete. Wins like this don't do you no good. As you can see, we dropped in the poll. We dropped 3 spaces because the week before, like I said, Virginia Tech lost to Liberty. Liberty beat them by 3 points. Miami beat them by 1 yesterday. Liberty put up 38 points on them. We barely got 25. So the committee look at stuff like that. That's why we dropped. What's going on with your King of Battles? My boy said Miami on the team to win their way out of the top 10. How does that happen? You can't beat teams that lose to Liberty by 1 point. You got to go out there and show them that you better than Liberty. Now, like I said, this whole season, I can't make no excuse for Miami because I understand that we had like 13 players out yesterday. I understand that. It affected the team a whole lot, but the committee is not looking at it from that standpoint. They're looking at it like every single team has the same issues as we do. So whether we go out there and beat them by 1 point with 13 players out, they ain't looking at none of that. They don't care about none of that. When Notre Dame beat Clemson, it is what it is. They didn't care that Trevor Lawrence was out. They didn't care who on their defense or any of that was out. They lost. They counted as a loss. Miami won, but it was not impressive. At times, we was too close with them. The play calling on our defensive scheme, yeah. If I was Virginia Tech yesterday, I would throw that ball across the middle every single play. Every single play. I would literally force Blake to adjust because he did not make no adjust to across that middle. Across that middle was wide open. And with that said, t2y, why would you want to go to the ACC championship or the playoff bid and get embarrassed? We building to be elite this year. I said that too, OG. I said that too in my last video. I said plain and simple. We ain't ready to play Notre Dame, and we're not ready to play Clemson. Week in and week out, we watching Clemson and Notre Dame play. They beating teams. They showing dominance. They not coming up at the end of the fourth quarter, well, except for when they played each other. But right now, they're both in the top 10. They're both considered elite right now. And when they played each other, that was the only one that's really close other than Notre Dame, Louisville. and when Notre Dame started out early on in the season with Duke. But other than that, coming down the stretch, they've been showing dominance. They've been beating teams convincingly. But us beating Virginia Tech by 1 point, when you're trying to make playoffs and stuff like that, when you're trying to show that you're an elite team competing for championships, competing for ACC championships, you can't get 1 point win against teams that lose to freaking high schools the week before. It don't work. Pope, if you're listening, I just re-put the link in the chat. Yeah, Takari had a good. I think Takari is probably one of the best DBs we got on the team. To be honest with you, I think he need to be playing a lot more than he does. Notre Dame ain't elite, nor are they a dominant team. They getting dominant wins in the ACC team. The teams that they playing. Look, I mean, I hate Notre Dame, but at the same time, I look at how Notre Dame beat Pitt, and I look at how Miami beat Pitt. Miami beat Pitt by what? What was the score? 31-19. I think Pitt beat them 48-3. So when you look at how we play them versus, all of that, it adds up. Pope, what's going on with you? Oh man, I see you got the pigskin Pete special. You got the lantern. Oh man, yeah, but like I was saying, when we beat teams like Virginia Tech that lose the Liberty, we gotta dominate them. We gotta beat them by more points than that. As you can see, we dropped in the rankings, dropped right out of the top 10, and this is the wrong time to be dropping out too. Yeah, thank you for that, Kilo. I'll make sure y'all hit that like button.
All right.
He said, "Remember 41-7." What was 41-7? You talking about when we beat Notre Dame? Because I think it was 41-9. I think. I don't even remember, but that's what I'm saying. That's a perfect example too. Miami's starting to look like the 2010 team. We escaping these games in the fourth quarter with wins, and we look like we either win away or lost away. It's not even like on one side. It's like right there in the middle. At any given moment, we could lose a game, and that's what happened in 2017 with Pitt. We went 10-0, and then we went straight down from after that. He said 41-8. Yeah, I know it was somewhere around there. Oh man. So how you feeling, man? How you feeling about that loss?
I feel great.
You sound like Tony the Tiger. Man, bro.
I went off last night, so I ain't doing it again.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Y'all are funny to watch right now.
That's all you can do is laugh. I watch them and laugh my damn self. I don't even get too mad no more. I just start laughing.
Yeah, man. Coming from where we coming from, seeing teams play the way that we've been playing in the past a couple times. It's fun to be on the other foot. That's all I'm telling you, man. That NCC, that NCS, whatever, North Carolina State team, they played us tough too. We had to come from behind and beat them. So I already knew with like all the up outs and all the players that you guys were missing, that was gonna be a struggle.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, y'all had a tough week too. And then what's crazy? Seeing Big Marvin on the sideline, standing there in his uniform when he could have actually just played out the rest of the season.
Well, to be fair to Marv didn't opt out. They're saying Marvin is hurt. He's a They're officially saying he has an injury. He didn't opt out.
Okay, see,
So he's missing the rest of his season with an injury. That's what they're saying.
that's what happened when they don't put stuff out in the media no more. Because nobody said anything all week, so now when you see him on the sideline, you be like, "Oh, really?
Yeah.
You just gonna sit on the sideline and watch us take this beating, huh? Well, you could have been out here contributing, building your stats, whether or not we losing or not. You could be getting reps and staying healthy for the draft because most likely he's gonna go this year, right?
Yeah, I don't see him coming back. I know this year doesn't count, but Marvin Wilson probably gonna go to NFL.
He said, "I hate Notre Dame. I can't stand the way that overrated, but right now they look legit." That being said, if there's a rematch with Clemson, I see Notre Dame losing by 14 in that game. I don't care who win that game, to be honest. But when it's coming down to the stretch now where they're talking about it could possibly be two SEC teams in playoffs, or it could even be two ACC teams. In any scenario, it could be Clemson and Notre Dame in the playoffs, or it could be Alabama and Florida. Well,
Yeah.
Florida's more far off because they already got a loss, and Clemson's a little bit far off too because of their loss. Because they'll throw Alabama in there, throw Ohio State in there, and then the other two is going to be pretty much ACC championship team and whoever else going to fight to get in there.
I still don't think Ohio State should qualify. That's just me.
Ray say Clemson sucks. That's because you're a Notre Dame fan, sir. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of Clemson fans that'll say the same thing. The opposite. Oh, man. His teammates are calling him Coach Marv. I guess he's trying to help the team. Hey, if you ain't playing and you're injured like they say, hey, why not? I mean, I seen Trevor Lawrence on the sideline when he supposedly had COVID.
Yeah, that didn't make sense to me. I thought that was some BS.
Yeah.
Norvell had to stay home, but Trevor Lawrence get to be to the game. Like, I don't get that. I don't get stuff like that.
That's what I'm saying. They had a protocol. I think you got to be out, 10 days, 14 days? But Trevor Lawrence had passed all the tests, so they let him on the sideline. If that's the case, there's other players on the team that passed all the tests, but they still had to stay the days out.
Right.
What gives Trevor Lawrence the, privilege to be on the sideline? That just basically mean one of their players that could have traveled with him, they didn't feel like he was worthy enough to travel. They'd rather have Trevor Lawrence stand on the sideline than have him there. It's crazy. He said, as long as we win the next two on the road, I'm Gucci. 4 weeks on the road. Yeah, I mean, it's hard, man. It's hard being on the road that long, coming out with victories. But at one point, I'll take the win, but it's hard. It's a hard pill to swallow. We got to blow out everybody else on our schedule. At this point, it probably doesn't really matter. Wherever we if Clemson and Notre Dame go play the ACC championship, wherever we land is just basically bowl game wise. It's all based on recruits and bowl games now. So Notre Dame look good right now, but they can't change. They remember our beat. Yep. Right now, if the committee look at Notre Dame, they're gonna look at after Louisville, after Duke. They're gonna look at what have they done after that. Those slow starts. So, who did Trevor Purdy play pretty much the whole game?
For the most part, yeah. They rotated the other guy. which I didn't understand that, but they rotated him in, and I think want to say it's like the second quarter, but for the most part, Purdy played the whole game. Yeah.
What's your assessment on him? Like going,
Uh, he definitely needs room to grow for sure. I mean, but hey, he threw 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran for 50 plus yards. I think he got a lot to work with there. All right, OG.
all right, OG, take it easy, man.
Um, but he definitely needs more time to play. But yeah, we only had 2 quarterbacks on the roster, so Jordan Travis didn't even make the trip, and we all know James Blackman has finally decided to transfer. So
Jay Play say y'all in trouble. Dabo mad.
I don't. Dabo could be mad, happy, different, eating trouble regardless. It don't even matter.
Yeah, the thing with Dabo too, they've been sitting on that Notre Dame loss because they had a bye week yesterday, so they had all the time to just sit there and think about that last game. Like, damn, man, that that's what I hate the most: losing a game and then going into a bye week. It, I mean, even when we win a game and go into a bye week, I hate it. But
Everybody
going,
just need to catch COVID this week, and they just go ahead and cancel that game. Because I don't even know. I
oh
don't
my
even know. I don't even know how I'm gonna do a video on that game or nothing.
He said FSU played all their quarterbacks.
Yeah,
I mean, well, this the season to do it. Like, figure out
that's true.
who looks good and who's above or whatever. So next season come around, as long as they keep as many of them as possible, they can see who's going to start, and they can have you know a good mind on who's starting too.
Yeah, that's the only thing that that's really the only thing that you can look positive if you're a Florida State fan is we are playing so many freshmen on this team. We are the youngest team in the country. No other team in the country is playing this amount of freshmen. So that's really the only thing you can take from it.
You say I think North Carolina upset Notre Dame. I don't think so.
They can, but I mean, they just went to toe to toe with Wake Forest. North Carolina is so hard to judge.
Yeah, they like a roller coaster, just up and down.
Yes.
I ain't that game. I'll just wait till the end of the game to see what the score is or whatever. I ain't even gonna put no thought into it. Shoot, I just got to worry about Miami beating North Carolina. Forget Notre Dame. He said Clewiston. I call him Clewiston. Clemson going to drop 80.
He probably will.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think
I
they'll.
I don't got no more fight left. And I don't think the team got no more fight left. So Clemson could probably call they score.
Who the hell is Ryan Garcia?
I have no idea.
I know,
Ryan,
I know what he said, man. It's, but I ain't never heard nobody call him Ryan Ryan Garcia. It's Jake Garcia, man. He said, "I don't think we getting Ryan Garcia."
Ryan Garcia is a boxer.
He'd be out there, linebackers running in on punch right on right in their Oh my god. Oh man. Speaking of punching and shit, you remember that week when one of y'all players went ham on somebody?
that was against North Carolina. Coop did that shit. Yeah.
Man, I seen yesterday, I think what's the name? One of them NC players try to return the favor. I don't know if y'all can see that. Oh man, he pushed him down.
Oh yeah, I saw that
That
play.
boy went ham on him. Let me see if I can make it more clear for them to see. 'Cause Phil sent me that. Crap. I'm trying to do it before the lighting.
It's hard to see.
Yeah, but that dude went crazy on him, man. I'm like, what the hell? TJ said, "What up? What up?"
CJ.
Said touchdown Dolphins. Hold on, let me put that up there too. For anybody that wants to know what the scores are looking like on NFL. Man, Sergeant AR-10 posted a video for the first time yesterday.
I
Well,
saw
not
that.
yesterday. Today, I think it was today.
It was today, yeah.
I hit him up. I went in the comment section at like 4 p.m. He already seen it. He put the heart button on it. So
We'll see if you show up.
today, you got a lot of judgment to face. Oh man, ESPN. ESPN. I gotta stop talking shit to ESPN.
The Rams are winning right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty.
So what was it in that game yesterday? I watched y'all play a little bit. Came in here and was trolling a little bit. But why was that game as close as it was? What do you think?
Play calling, defensive and offensive play calling.
Okay.
O-line weren't blocking right. We started showing a little glimpse of last season. That's what I seen. I don't know the rest of the chat or whoever was watching, because I was actually I did a live yesterday because Coach Coop couldn't do it because he's feeling sick. Normally Coach Coop do it, so I don't really mess with the live while the game is on.
Right.
So I did it yesterday, and I was like, man, I'm glad they could see what I seen. So when I made my reaction videos, everybody who was watching the game with me, they knew what it was. But one of the subscribers, well, I don't know if he's subscribed or not, but he commented on the video. He was like, t2y, stop disrespecting Miami, this and that. If you're gonna be a Hurricane fan, be a Hurricane fan, this and that. I'm like, I looked at the comment, I'm like, seriously, bro? You gonna ask me? You gonna talk to me about being a Hurricane fan because I'm criticizing my team? Get the hell out of here. What the hell wrong with you? I seen what I seen. I mean, some people might look at me because I'm high on Miami and say, oh, t2y so delusional. They're going to lose this and that. I've only been lost this season only one time, and that's against, Clemson. I might predict some blowouts and they don't happen, but we've won, But don't be telling me I can't be a critic of my team when we lose and can't point out the stuff that's wrong. If that's the case, there's an unsubscribe button.
Bro, I get it all the time too. Because I'd say what's real and people, I don't know. I guess people want me to come on here and say, oh, Florida State, man, we're going to be great. Don't worry. Like, come on, bro. You watch the same game I'm watching. These boys look terrible. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. See, even John say this is starting to look like 2017 is. Well, I think that's what he means when he said that. But that's what it's coming to look like. You see, I put a small weight on them boys yesterday. They came through for me. Definitely had me stressed out. Yeah, 904. Yesterday, when Uncle Lou did his game day, I went on there and I sent them a message. I said, look, if it's okay with you, I'll send you $100 to put on Miami. He was like, all right, cool. I put 100 on Miami. The payout would be, I bet 100, and if we win, my payout would be $202. So watching that game, I'm like, okay, I got 100 on Miami, winning the game straight up. No points or nothing, just win the game. But I mean, the 100 didn't mean nothing. But at the same time, winning by a point to a team that just lost to Liberty, it's insane to me. To me, yesterday felt like if we would have lost that game to Virginia Tech yesterday, I would have felt like we lost to Liberty. That's how I'm saying. I would feel like that.
Y'all ready? Is y'all ready? Is y'all ready?
Yeah, CJ. What happened yesterday?
Hold on, CJ. We got some more names in here, so let me run through. Phil, what's going on, Phil? BB in the building. Cuban Kane said FSU need to fire Norvell and get Bobby Stokes.
Bob Stoops.
Bob Stoops, okay.
Bob Stoops ain't coming over here.
Let me see. Kiwi boy. I guess we hate our way to 10-1. Oh man, it is what it is. If we get to 10-1, I'm happy whether we winning by 1 or not, but it just shows that we're not that dominant force that we think we are. Eric Kennedy, Miami boy, we can't blow nobody out with our defensive coordinator. Yeah, Blake Baker, inconsistencies. I do give Blake Baker one thing. Unless Manny's the one that's stepping in during those, heavy third quarters and fourth quarters, if Manny's the one that's stepping in calling them plays, then I don't give Blake Baker nothing. But if that's Blake play calling in the fourth quarters and stuff like that, it's that shutting down team, then kudos to him. But if Manny the one that's taking over and doing that, then why do we need Blake Baker? I'm just saying. Yeah. Oh yeah, 904. You was in the chat. Yeah, and Uncle Loser, man, as soon as the game went final, he came through. He came through the live. He sent me my money. It's all good. I'm gonna show him some love tomorrow. Eric Kennedy. Oh, you talking to him? All right. So what's going on, CJ?
Lenoris, where you at? Lenoris, where you at, man? I could have sworn you bet at T2y $50 that Florida State was gonna win. Wrong.
He bet $50 on Clemson.
Well,
he bet in $50 that Florida State is gonna beat Clemson.
He's still gonna be wrong. He's still gonna owe that $50.
Like I said, Pope.
You might as well pay you. You might as well pay you that $50 now.
Exactly.
I couldn't refuse that bet, man. I couldn't refuse it.
You might as well pay that $50 right now.
From his words is FSU defense is better than Miami's.
Lenoris, man. This man said
I can't refuse $50. That's Lenoris bet from me.
Lenoris said Florida State gonna beat Clemson 30-something to 20-something.
Oh,
I said, okay. I said, what make you think that? He said all they gotta do is shut down the running game. I said, good luck on that one. Because Wilson transferred?
Who? Marvin?
Yeah.
No, he's injured. He's done for the season, but he's gonna go pro. He's not transferring.
Yeah, well, he's leaving. Somebody said you leaving.
Yeah,
so okay, that's supposed to be the heart of that D line right there. So that right there ripped that defense supposedly apart. So, but if you think y'all can start the run, by all means, hey. But other than that, as far as the game that we had yesterday, they are the team I thought they would be. I just put it like that. They've been showing all season long. Everybody been hyped on this whatever they've been delusional about, and everybody see now that it's pretty much the same thing as last season.
Don't even start that because I already know where you're going.
I'm just saying, it's a reason why.
What did you see yesterday, CJ? Like what? Why was it only a 1-point game?
Pope, you know I've been telling you, I've been coming on your live and I've been telling you it's between these wide receivers and this quarterback. That's the same reason why the offensive coordinator we had last season was called the bare minimum plays. Just like what's calling the bare minimum plays. Because he doesn't trust these wide receivers and the quarterback. They don't. Y'all laughing.
Address this before we.
No, I'm laughing at Phil.
You said this in your chat. He said I said this in your chat last night, Pope. But going forward on 4th and 1.
Yeah,
you're 31. What?
Yeah, we went for it on 4th and 1 inside our own 31. Dumb call there. Travis J muffed the punt after the defense got a decent stand. Then they scored after the muff punt. Yeah, Panama, I hear you.
Yeah, Phil said he bought.
Phil, you already know. Phil, you already know. Hey, Phil. Tell
I
me
agree
why.
with you. It's definitely not King's fault.
I didn't listen. I just said wide receivers and the QB. Now I ain't gonna lie. The offense only gave him 2
I don't.
seconds, though.
I won't even blame. Yeah, I won't even blame the
I
receiver.
didn't. I didn't. I'm not blaming just King. I said the whole offense. Now, okay. I said the whole.
The old line was terrible yesterday.
Yeah, no, I ain't gonna lie about that. But it was a couple times they gave him three seconds or better every now and then. But they only gave him 2 seconds most of the time. I'm not getting on King all the way this time. It's a fair judgment call. Okay, I give King credit. He was slinging that thing left and right. I'm not knocking him on that at all. But he still has a problem with knowing when to run the ball or handing it off or holding the ball too long when it comes to certain passing situations and throwing the outside shoulder when he should be throwing the inside shoulder sometimes. He got his little thing, but the wide receivers also got a non-separation. I'm not just getting on King, getting on the whole offense as a total. The defense is what they've been since last season. And I've been saying this ever since last. I told you, T2y, long as Manning has something to do with who starts and who plays, it's still gonna look like last season. We just gonna win more because we got King with his legs. That's the only difference. That is the only difference. We still the same team. We just getting more disguised. It's not improving. We're not improving. I don't care what nobody say. We're not improving. We just winning more because we got King with his feet. That's it. The defense still look like shit. Plain and simple. Because Manny Diaz has to take over the game for the defense. But he the one starting who he wants to start. And I've been saying that all season. Even all season. Because Manny cannot keep his finger out of the defense or the offense.
But like I said earlier, if Manning's the one that's calling those defense in the top of the third and fourth quarter, then what do we need Blake for? Because that's where we
Because
get the key stops, and that's where we keeping ourselves strong in games on the defensive side of the ball. So what do we need Blake for?
because of the fact is Manny needs a scapegoat if things go totally wrong. He can get rid of another coordinator when time comes to keep his job. That's why. And that's his homeboy. Why not? He ain't going nowhere until the defense look totally bad. Right now they're looking pretty bad, but not totally bad.
Yeah, and I understand too, because yesterday it was hard for us to rotate, linemen, because we basically almost didn't have any. So
Yep.
that's why the old line looked so terrible. We had so many players out. But like I've been saying all season, hey, if I'm gonna give this team or that team the same energy, I got to give Miami the same energy too. We can't use it. You can't use injury or you can't use Corona as an excuse. It is what it is.
Me personally, the offense didn't save the game this time. So defense didn't play too well, but if we ain't got no offensive points get put on the board, of course we're gonna be in the nail biter. It's pretty much the same as last season.
Yeah, that's gonna be a question to be answered probably in the next 2 weeks. 904. It could be Florida. Because Florida, most likely Florida's gonna lose to Alabama, but they still got a chance. So I can't even weigh them out yet. So I mean, we might look at a situation where Florida actually make the playoffs if they beat
Yeah.
Alabama.
I
So
think they're gonna beat Alabama.
yeah, and if Alabama has a one loss, we have.
Do y'all really want to play Florida though?
I play Florida.
Yeah, I play Florida too.
I mean, it don't matter. Alabama, I don't care who we play because if we get to 10-1 and we there, we're gonna play one of those teams regardless. So I don't think Miami's gonna go out and lose a game just to avoid playing Florida or Alabama or any one of those teams. So
I'm not saying that. I just
in the end,
do y'all think that'd be a good game for y'all? Is what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, it'll be a great
can
measuring stick in order to beat
it'd be a good story with Trask and King.
yeah, that'll be a great matchup.
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
Pope,
that Trask is looking awesome out there.
Yeah.
Dude is
but
looking
Pope,
like he should have been playing.
one thing I had to disagree with you about when you had came on live last night. You said Deion Sanders doesn't have a coaching enough coaching experience.
Right, right.
I feel like
As a coach in whole or as a head coach?
As a head
as a
coach.
head coach,
He don't have enough experience as a head coach. I
he,
agree. I agree with Pope on that.
yeah, he doesn't. But hell, Norvell don't look like he do. Neither did with the Taggart. So what's
But
I
I mean,
mean?
Norvell has Memphis under his belt. So if you
I
check for Norvell, you could get Memphis out of there.
I mean, I hear you, right? Like, I get it. Norvell don't look like he doing the thing. Taggart didn't do the thing. Everybody's like, well, Dion could at least did this. But at the end of the day, while I think Dion would have been a good recruiter and all of that, FSU needs some coaching, man. And I hope Dion is good over there, but I just don't think Florida State. I don't. That's not a good first job for Deion Sanders, in my opinion. That's just
Yeah, I don't think Florida State that would have been too big for him first time around.
I don't know though, because if he would have got the
He's,
coaching staff that I think he bring in,
you got to look at
it,
Dion too. Dion is loved at Florida State. If he come in as a head coach and he busts, it's gonna throw a lot of mixed feelings to a lot of the fans that love him.
I agree with
I don't
that.
know. I just look at it like he
Dion
could have
to
brought some.
me, he could have brought energy. You're not lying. Dion to me, he would have served a better role, very similar to what Ed Reed is doing for y'all. Like Dion in that role, I think would have been perfect. But the head football coach, I don't know.
But just imagine the coaching staff that he could have brought in though. Like he could have brought some NFL coaching staff in or
Yeah.
something like that. Or some alumni that past alumni that was Hall of Fame. You don't never know what kind of coach staff we would have brought in because it ain't just gonna be Dion coaching.
You right. Right.
I was trying not to laugh at this, but I feel safe. Florida's going to Molly Wop ass. Oh my god! I hope you're wrong, man. But that was just funny coming across the screen. I was like, damn.
Now, I will say this, CJ. I do think they might be setting up something. If Dion goes over to Jackson State and is real successful,
Mm-hmm.
because Dion's gonna be over there for 3-4 years. Norvell is not going nowhere no time soon. He's gonna be at Florida State for 3-4 years. If Dion makes Jackson State like a legit player, that could be the next hire. So we will see. And then I would be very interested to see who Dion would bring on his staff. I know he's gonna be able to recruit.
Yeah. And see, that's the thing about it, man. Like,
the problem with Norvell, he's never been a Power 5 head coach.
Exactly.
He got a $5 donation for him.
And that's why you can't make. That's why you can't make the argument for Dion because Dion's never been a head coach at the college level. Period. You feel me? So
I don't know. I kind of was still to that chance though.
Memphis, but Dion has the name.
Yeah, Norvell basically built off Memphis. When he got to Memphis, he was already decent.
Yeah.
Yep. But that's what I'm saying. Like if Dion Sanders could have been like the person getting recruits in, and then his staff could be the one that's building them players up, and he can help develop the DBs and learn the other situations as far as the offense and all the other stuff as he goes along. Like it depends on who he hires. That's why I say it don't have to necessarily just because the head coach don't necessarily have to do nothing other than set up preparations and talk a motivational speech most of the time, unless he's gonna be a defensive coordinator or offensive coordinator. But if he got the right staff in there, and he get the right dogs in there, and he bring that passion like he got, oh my God. A staff in the passion, that's all you need for the first season. Second season, he'll learn more. He'll be having more knowledge of the game as far as the head coach. I'm just saying.
Is Dion would need to get the university to pay up all those NFL people.
He got the money. He got his own money. Like he could pay them people. You know what I'm saying? He could get a staff. That's not even a problem. You know what I'm saying?
No, the money's not an issue for Dion.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Then that helped Florida State get their money have their own money, get some of their money back from paying with the tag after they get done paying him. Like it's a win-win for Florida State.
Yeah,
I
Berger,
agree.
I
I agree
agree.
with Berger too.
I do. He's definitely setting up his next move. The question is going to be: is that Florida State, or what? But Dion, he took this job. In my opinion, Dion took this job for a reason.
Yeah, to
Yeah,
prove a point to Florida State.
coaches too. Most of those guys that you see are successful right now, they didn't just start off at a Power 5 school.
Right.
They worked their way up.
I don't know. Dion do his thing at Jackson State, bro. And he come to Florida State, he gonna demand that money.
He said, "Oh Lord, t2y, why did you have no black people in touchdown celebration?" Well, first, I didn't make that celebration.
Dang.
I did not make it.
Wow. Yeah, I did not realize that. Dang,
A bunch,
see?
I
a
didn't
bunch,
make
a
it.
bunch of Cubans. They got a bunch of Cubans.
But you know what? Here's why that is, Phil. That grift, what you just seen, is basically a baseball grift. How many black people do you know go to those baseball games?
Oh, those
Not
are
that
baseball
many.
games.
That's a
Yeah, not that
baseball.
many.
Yeah, because if you see it, it got the Miami baseball tag at the top.
Yeah.
I see it.
Yep, sure do.
This is a baseball gift.
You might need to get a football.
That's why I got the football one that says, the touchdown.
I don't know, Poe. I think me personally, I'd have been. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't no Florida State fan, but I think I'd have been excited to see Dion coach Florida State. Man, that job would have been interesting.
Yeah, I got quite a few of them. Unless y'all just want me to put it's all about
Well, they dropped
you.
the ball, but
Baseball one.
Because if you're gonna rebuild a program, and the way Florida State did, you got to change the culture. Who else better to change the culture than prime time?
Yeah, but I don't know. I think Dion would better fit be like a defensive coordinator or something before he even jump into a head coaching position at a Power 5 team like Florida State too, where it's like a hit or miss.
Okay, but right now their record looking like, you know what I'm saying? Like you might as well go ahead and let him come in the give him a fire-ass offensive coordinator that probably came from the NFL, and give him a fire defensive coordinator that came from the NFL, and position coaches that, top now that he can afford. You know what I'm saying? Because he can pretty much pay the head, especially for the first season.
Hey, Phil says he agreed with you for the first time ever.
Exactly, bro. Like, don't get wrong. Like I said, I ain't no Florida State fan, but hell, shit, I want to play the best Florida State team when we play them. You know what I'm saying?
Sergeant AR-10, where you at?
he ain't coming.
I mean,
Man, nobody want to talk them to Wawa.
he had a whole bye week now.
The choke dogs.
They canceled almost all their games yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I just say call them up. Oh man.
Man, man, let me tell you something, man. I told t2y, I said if I was coaching the can, we would be blowing the teams out. We need to be blowing out. Trying to tell y'all, if we got Ed Reed. See, if we had Ed Reed as a secondary
told
coach,
him, he said we'd be this and that if he was coaching. I was like, how the hell am I supposed to know that? I don't know. I've never seen you. I said, I ain't never seen you coach anywhere. I ain't never heard of you.
Exactly.
I mean, you my homeboy now, but how I'm supposed to know?
Let me tell you something.
All of that.
Let me tell you something. When I tell you this, we won't lose a goddamn game, and we won't win no game by no 1 or 3 points. I know that much.
Norman, thank you for the 10. He says, can Dion work with school administrators, alum, the athletic department, etc.? If he accept these part of the jobs, he will be fine. Recruiting won't be a problem. I totally agree.
Nah,
Especially on the defensive side of the ball.
I definitely think that when it comes to the politics of it, the working with the alumni and all that, Dion wouldn't have no issue with that.
At all.
You gonna listen to what Primetime got to say. I'm just curious if the man can actually coach. Like, You know, that's just my thing. I hope he do good over there at Jackson State, and then I'll be on board. I'll be on board with the Dion talk. But for right now, Dion got a lot of stuff to prove.
This man Dion already for Jackson State. Already don't flip 3 recruits. Then on top of that, he
Don't
getting
call
them.
it. Don't. I said this last night. Do not call his son a flip. That man is playing for his daddy. That is not a flip.
Okay, when he flipped 2 recruits.
Coach, who's gonna have your best personal interest?
You feel me? You feel me? That is not a flip. That boy finna go play with his daddy. Stop saying that's a flip.
Look at Keaton. Don't the defensive coordinator's son, both of his sons on the team?
Yeah.
Exactly. Who else gonna coach you and teach you right to get you to the next level other than your daddy, if he coaching?
But just think about it. Florida State would have had his son at quarterback, bro.
Said Dion, we went off 5-star city, dude sending them kids to play with Dion. Yeah, Dion would get a lot of respect. I'm telling you, in the state of Florida, he would get a lot of respect, especially kids and the parents that grew up as Florida State fans. They would love for their kids to learn from one of the greatest. What's going on with you, VT?
VT, what happened?
Yo, what's up?
So I like Trash. He stay humble. It's a good look, especially with Franks. Yeah, Felipe Franks and them. That was what's up, man. I mean, even Mullen, whatever, gave Felipe Franks a hug last night. You could tell that, based on the injury that Felipe Franks had, that's why he left Florida. You could tell it ain't no bad blood between them. And Mullen probably helped them out and said, look, you're probably better off going somewhere else because I'm going to start this guy. You'll get play time at Arkansas if you do go.
I bet Miss Dan Mullen wife.
Coach Star Canes. Hey, Bergie, I totally agree with you on that, man. I don't care what CJ talking about. We'll be 0-12. We'll probably be scratching our heads. Slim with the $5 donation. CJ back on concussion protocol again. He don't bump his head again.
Whatever. Hey, look, you know what? Slim will be my offensive coordinator. Slim be my offensive coordinator. I make Wholesome one my defensive line coach. I converge Polk into defensive back coach or something. Here come Florida State. He'll leave Florida State.
Coaching over there, you crazy as hell.
Yeah, I don't know about you. But me, Florida State hit me up and put a couple commas behind some numbers. I'm like, Miami, I'll be wearing long sleeves.
All right.
I'll be up there.
CJ can't pay. CJ can't pay.
Yeah.
We'll talk contract, CJ. Then I might come coach for you. We gotta talk about contract.
Oh, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be real good. You're gonna leave. It's gonna be real good. Hey, let me tell you something. I take the pay cut to make sure my coaches get paid.
Oh man. Yeah, see, but you offer me something at Florida State and I'm up there. I ain't taking no pay cut for nobody because I'm already where I want to be. I ain't want to be here anyway. The money is what got me here, so don't try to lower it. You say we need a new D-line coach because our D-line trash? Who taking a pay cut? Oh, not me? No, sir. Everybody fearing the dollar. We'll let them know, hey, my contract say I got 4 years. You try to touch one of them dollars, I'm suing the shit out of you.
I mean, that's how I would do it if I was the head coach, bro. I would literally tell them, look, just give me enough where I can take care of my household, live a little comfortable or whatever, and then let my position coach and my coordinator get them more money.
In order for coaches to do that, it got to benefit them in a way that if I take this pay cut, in the long run, it's going to save my job from, either me getting fired in the future. It's going to save my job. I'm going to bring in somebody who's going to be better. And in the long run, I'll make that money and more.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, look at Bergie. Look at Bergie saying.
That's what I'm talking about.
I want to.
Take some peach iced tea, some Cheetos, boy.
And a
One get one
Whopper.
free, one go. And that's cool. You see, like hey, it don't take a lot of people. Some people do it just for simple things because they got the passion for the team.
I
You never
promise
know.
you, bro. I'll do my whole contract at Florida State, and when I get done, I'll be like, you know what? They some bastards. They promised me a steak dinner. I never got that steak dinner.
They do it, well.
They gave you $1 million, but you ain't never forgot that
And
steak
buy your
dinner.
own damn steak. What the hell?
Exactly.
Oh man.
Well, like I said, man, I just like
That's another name they threw out there, Texas. They say we might end up playing Texas in the bowl game, or Georgia, Florida, and Texas. Those are the three names I've been hearing.
I hope we play Georgia.
Interesting game.
I hope we play Georgia. I want Georgia.
They ain't got no quarterback.
Exactly. I want Georgia.
They can't be like T.O. That's my quarterback.
Just imagine it. But
you say you want Georgia. Don't lose to Georgia, because Lou gonna have a hell of a time with y'all if Georgia beat Miami.
Oh, we already know. We already know. Mr. AR-10, sir, where you at?
AR has been ghost, and he is not coming back. AR said, "I'm not putting up with this shit no more."
Yeah, but wait, if y'all didn't get him, okay.
AR.
Before y'all had,
what up, man?
Where you at, man?
I'm working, bro. What's going on?
You know we live right now. We're trying to see what's up with you, man. You've been ghost since Georgia got beat.
Oh nah, man. I mean, we had the off week, from a Dirty Birds, and then the Dogs got beat. So, I've been focusing on other things, man.
Where you at? They can hear you on speaker, by the way.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good, man. Did you see the video I posted this morning?
Yeah, I commented. I was trying to see where you was at for today.
Yeah, man. I really can't get on with y'all today, man, but it's all good.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, whenever you free again, just let us know. We still here. We still got all the jokes and everything.
Everybody good down there in Miami, man? Y'all safe down there? I seen that storm came through.
Yeah, we good. Yeah, we still waiting on you to come on so we could talk about that Florida Georgia beating.
We'll see you next year, AR.
It's hard to be the team 4 times in a row, man.
Here we go.
It's hard to lose the way y'all lost too.
Yeah, it's hard to do that too, man. You got wide open receivers and tight ends. You just can't throw in the ball.
Oh,
but
man.
It's all good, man. We'll get them next year, man. What happened with y'all against Virginia Tech, man?
Hey, 1 point win, but hey, we was an underdog by 2 points.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, we was the underdog in that game.
Oh, that's disrespect right there.
That's plain out disrespect. After they just got beat by Liberty the week before, trust me, we just dropped from number 9 to number 12.
Y'all dropped 3 spots after you won?
After we won.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy. But shit.
Yeah, man, I'm out here grinding, man. But y'all take it easy, man, and tell everybody to sub up to your channel, man. Salute to y'all.
All right, boss, take it easy, man.
All right, AR.
Yeah, take it easy, man. Y'all be good.
All right.
I knew
we won't see AR till next year.
That makes he said he focused on other things.
He gotta hustle, man. So I can't blame him. But all right, let's take a look into the ACC. Let's run a recap. Oh, the Chargers just scored on the Dolphins.
I just knew we were gonna drop some spots, man, after that game.
Well, for anybody that's trying to, watch it live and keep up with the NFL at the same time, the Broncos down by 3, got the ball. Dolphins up by 7. Bills up. My Rams by 3. 49ers 10-3. Steelers up 12-0. Browns beat the Texans 10-7. Close game. Washington football team lost to the Lions.
That's a weird name for a team. But go
Jaguars
ahead.
lost again to the Packers. The Giants actually beat the Eagles. Buccaneers 46-23. Nice win. And Thursday night, Colts had beat Tennessee. I really don't be keeping up with the NFL half the time. I don't be knowing what's going on until playoffs and Super Bowl time, to be honest with y'all. But
Imagine that they
let's get into the NCAA. And I'm
imagine if they changed the Miami Hurricanes the Miami football team. That sounds weird as hell.
so bad. They wouldn't even call it that. They'll be calling it the 305 something or the Dade County Dolphins.
That's some weird shit.
Y'all want to start in the ACC?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So Notre Dame with a 45-31 victory over Boston College. Boston College was one of those teams that I thought that would challenge them, and they put up a good fight. But Notre Dame came across with the victory. Y'all thought this would have went otherwise?
No, that went about as expected for me. I thought Boston College was gonna make a game. Looks like they made it a game for a little bit. So
Yeah.
that second quarter,
They part of, I know one thing. They part of the game though.
All right. So we
Y'all
got.
see the blood game they had on them. The red flag.
All right. So we got the game between Miami and Virginia Tech. Miami with a 1-point victory. Fourth quarter win, basically 6 points to nothing. Both of those 6 points, I think we didn't get no 2-point conversions off the both 2-point conversions that we went for. But yeah, that's the victory right there. We're sitting at number 9. It's gonna drop down to number 12 when they update this. Wake Forest and North Carolina.
that was crazy. That
This
game was
was
crazy.
a battle.
Yeah.
And North Carolina could have lost that game if Wake Forest could have held it together.
Yeah, Wake Forest was up by like 14 or something like that at one point. It was something like that.
Yeah. I thought Wake Forest had that game won, but they, basically dropped the ball at the end. All right, so Virginia, Louisville, 31-17. Virginia handled them. Kind of like a shit bowl game. Nobody, really benefit from winning or losing this game. And then you have Florida State, NC State. We know what the deal is with that. Now Bailey Hockman well, however you say his name.
Yeah.
He was the one that transferred from y'all. So
yeah.
I know for him that probably feel like a little bit more than just a victory. So wasn't he like a backup quarterback to Blackman?
Him and Blackman was in the same class. They went when Jimbo went with Blackman over him. Hockman pretty much decided to transfer out. So
that's not that bad of a score.
This was probably one.
They played tough. They played tough. It was just the defensive coordinator is really stupid.
That's that fully right.
So when you came on and made that halftime video, I was like, damn, they must be getting their ass just rolled over. But they ain't that bad of a score.
Man, nobody don't take my halftime videos for real because I just be trolling.
I'm talking Pope. When Pope made that halftime video,
I'm gonna say y'all listen to Pope. Don't listen to my halftime videos because I'm just gonna talk shit and whatever comes to the top of my head, I'm just gonna say it. But man, let's move into
that was the last game, huh?
Yeah, postponed.
Y'all got Georgia Tech next, don't y'all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully they don't. Hopefully this game was postponed because of Pitt and not Georgia Tech. I don't even know the situation, but I hope Georgia Tech don't postpone our game. But that's just gonna piss me off.
What you think gonna be the outcome of that game?
Georgia, we're gonna beat Georgia Tech.
Really?
We at home too. We better beat them.
Who was at home the last 2 times?
I don't care. We're gonna beat them.
Who was at home last 2 times?
God damn it, and we're gonna beat them by more than 1 point.
I don't know.
We're
That's
gonna,
something else for me.
we're gonna move on from Georgia Tech.
Oh, what you think? You saw
Y'all
we
should
lost.
beat them.
But we lost them twice at home. This
Yeah,
third
but
time playing them home again.
look,
They ain't the same team that we a whole different team than the last time we played them, than last season.
That ain't what you said last game.
We is a whole different. The team that we had last season would have lost that game yesterday.
Hey, we almost did. You know what you said? We were pounding at the end of the show.
Did you see why I was pouting though?
But that's one point. You think we gonna if we come out?
If I was pouting now, you got to go back and watch some of my reaction videos from last season.
I did, but at the end of the day, you telling me that it looked like 2017 season.
It is looking like 2017.
And you think if we come out like we did against this
everybody in the chat, from
CJ,
y'all watching this season, do y'all feel like
I'm just saying
this season feel like 2017 to y'all?
I'm just saying what I'm saying is
CJ, don't overthink it. Georgia Tech's not good. They got a freshman quarterback in Jeff Sims who's not that good. Y'all should handle business. Don't overthink it. Y'all should handle business.
all right.
Y'all in the chat, do y'all think that this season is looking close to what we had in 2017? Y'all can be honest. Everybody be honest. Do this season feel like a 2017 season where we winning games in the last minute of games, fourth quarter, and there's games where we could lose, but we coming back? This how it felt. This how it felt in 2017 to me. I could be wrong, but y'all let me know how y'all feel.
I keep trying to tell you, these teams get up for it, man.
Bergie said no. Ben says yes. Mommy boy says no. Demetri says no. Phil said yes and no. Christopher said yes, but a better quarterback. Totally agree with you, boss.
No comment.
Yeah, Bergie said he don't think so. He said on that level, yes. It does feel like that, because if you go back and look at those 2017 results, and if you watch like the ending of those games, we lost so many of those games. The Florida State game was a comeback, and we beat them by a point. The Georgia Tech game was close. A couple more of those games was close, and then we finally ran into that one game that our luck ran out with Pitt. And after that Pitt game, everything went downhill after that. Now, I'm hoping that this don't happen this season, but it kind of has that 2017 feeling to it. Hopefully, we just win out and move on to our bowl game, and recruits come in and we keep building as a team. That's what I want to see.
I know it's the same thing, but everything get up for us. And I know that. I don't think Georgia Tech just gonna come down there and we just gonna beat the hell out of them. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Why not though? They're not good.
Hell, what's call ain't that good either. Virginia Tech wasn't that good. They lost to Liberty. You see what happened?
Yeah, Virginia Tech's a little bit different though. I mean, that y'all used to play them in the Big East. There's a rivalry with that team, and Virginia Tech always play y'all tough. Like,
yeah, see, they saying the difference is king.
Oh hell. I ain't even gonna start today, Pope. I ain't gonna start today, Pope. Not today. I ain't gonna start today.
He said if we drop the last 3 games of this season, it'll feel like 2017 all over again. Hopefully we don't.
These teams are recognizing what our weaknesses is, bro.
I mean, at this point, we get to 10-1. The only loss we can have after that is a bowl game. So we'll be good.
Okay.
But we got to get to 10-1 before we even.
So what is y'all's weakness? You say teams are starting to recognize y'all's weaknesses. What are the weaknesses?
Offensive line.
But I mean, y'all we already kind of knew that though.
That's what I'm saying.
Throwing the ball across that middle, it's a dead spot for us.
Yeah, and they also see that. They also see it. They get enough pressure on King. King is going goddamn hold that damn ball too long sometimes and don't know to hand it to the running back or the quarterback or keep the ball running. They see that. They see
You
that.
might as well say King is our running back.
Of course, I've been saying that for the longest.
He has been saying.
Our quarterback.
CJ been saying that.
I've been saying that for the longest, bro.
I'm not saying it from him passing.
He's been saying King y'all best running back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's our running back.
His passes been getting it done. He's been showing that he got a quarterback.
He had one game that he had a good passing game, bro.
He's running the ball better than the 3 running backs that we got. And I do think Don Chaney and Jalen Knight need to get more touches. I understand how disrespected Cameron feel because they're getting more snaps, but at this point, we got to go with what's better for the team. Cameron looks stiff. When he running that ball, he looks stiff.
Because he's injured, just like Chaney. Chaney got an upper body injury, and Cam got a lower body injury.
So Knighton's the best option right now, huh?
That's kind of slick the only option.
I've never seen 205 Jack 313. I don't know who his team or anything.
I've never seen him either.
I just feel like I said, man, these teams realize all they gotta do is stuff that damn box and put pressure on King. They realizing that shit now.
Yeah, I definitely believe we'll beat Georgia Tech. And I don't know what CJ.
What's the rest of y'all schedule look like? Is it Georgia Tech?
Y'all always say I talk crazy, but if you look at it, we lost Georgia Tech 2 times at home. And we did have a good quarterback situation. True enough, we got King, but he's a great running back before a quarterback situation. Okay, all they got to do, and Georgia Tech got a pretty good damn defensive line every damn season. Whether they trash or not, their defensive line pretty decent. Georgia, so if they can rush forward, keep their linebackers, bro, that passing game is gonna be obsolete.
So we got Georgia Tech, Wake, North Carolina.
I would worry more about Wake and North Carolina than I would worry about Georgia Tech.
Exactly.
Because those teams can score points. I just don't think Georgia Tech can score points enough to beat y'all.
Exactly.
Unless y'all have a million turnovers or something like that.
You see how many penalties we got for doing stupid penalties? I'm just saying.
All right, let's
we get sloppy every week now.
Let's ship into the Big 12. West Virginia took care of TCU. That was one of those toss-up games. Damn, they only had 2 games. And Baylor lost by a point to Texas Tech. Baylor just looked awful this season, man.
Yeah, they do.
So I think that last season they were playing Georgia in the New Year's Six Bowl. So where they at right now? 1-5. Sheesh.
There's only one game?
They only had 2 games. TCU, West Virginia, and the other one.
Indiana, boy. Look at Indiana.
Iowa straight knocked off Minnesota. Yeesh. That whole Big 12 conference is just all over the place this season.
It's been such a weird year for football everywhere. Look at Indiana, though. Michael Penix. Ain't that damn you, Willie Taggart.
Hold on, y'all. We got a $5 donation from Hurricane Speed. Thank you for that, boss.
Never write nothing in that box.
Behind it. The Hurricane. Oh, he did leave a message. The Hurricanes are the best team in the whole wide world. Amen. No, I just said that for him. But thank you for that, boss. Appreciate it.
They go to Cubans.
All right.
Oh, okay. It's all about the youth, sir. I'll throw that in there too.
I like that one better than the Cubans.
I got quite a few of them, man. I got quite a few of them. I got uh, uh, uh. Then I got the cheerleaders.
That's another Cuban.
I got the turnover chain, and then I got this slide pop.
Oh,
Then I used to do this one for turn.
damn.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I got quite a few of them, even different. This one, my favorite. One of my favorites. Boom. And you ain't gonna like that one, Pope. Bam. Whoosh. Yeah, I got quite a few of them. I've been finding them all over the internet. Well, whichever ones could actually fit on StreamYard.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got now. Indiana handled business against Michigan State.
Yeah, they did.
Wasn't good. Wasn't even a contest. Indiana looking good. That's why when we won by a point, I knew that they was gonna jump us. Even if we would have stayed in the top 10, they was gonna jump us. We would have switched places with them. And then you have this is another reason why I knew it was gonna drop again too. Because Wisconsin 49-11 on Michigan. Convincing win. Michigan is terrible. Wisconsin went out there and played and beat them in dominant fashion. Beat a
Michigan,
terrible.
that's another thing, man. Jennings, why you decommit to go all the way to Michigan and get your ass whooped up there in the cold? He better off staying at Florida State and help us rebuild. And Jim Harbaugh about to get fired up there.
They talking about you going back to the NFL.
Berger say Indiana about to get waxed by Ohio State. I believe it.
Most likely, but I think that could. Most likely, but I think don't sleep on Indiana, man. They might be doing something up there.
They had a close battle.
Northwestern's undefeated.
Business, they're handling business.
Dolphins just scored on field goal, 17-7.
And then you had Penn State losing another one. Penn State is 0-4 on the season.
Penn State is terrible as well. That is shocking to me.
Yeah, because they started out ranked as number 8 too.
8, yeah, it was like top 10 team.
Illinois 23-20. They both 1-3 right now. Shit bowl. And of course, Ohio State and Maryland got canceled. I think Ohio State would have won that outright. But
I ain't gonna try this one.
let me see. We just did the Big Ten. All right, Pac-12.
They only have one game, huh? No, I think USC played.
Oregon and Washington State, and yeah, they had a few games. Okay,
Yeah.
So Cal lost first game of the season. UCLA 34-10. Nothing there to really talk about. This game, it wasn't like this the whole game. At one point, even though
look closer until that fourth quarter.
Yeah, Washington could have had this game, but Oregon pulled it off in the end. And I was hoping to talk shit to Oregon too, but damn, it's all right. Maybe next week. But USC, they also handle business. Arizona, and the Pac-12 coming so late that we haven't really seen anything
enough of it. Yeah, we ain't seen enough of them
to even come to any kind of conclusion about half of these teams.
And the rest of the country already done played 8 games. These fools on their second game of the season.
Right. Colorado beat
Stanford
like we all thought. And Washington beats Oregon State. I thought Oregon State would have won this game. I was totally wrong. And I only based it off they had played one game to get the jitters out. Apparently they didn't get them out. Canceled games. Wait, what? How did Cal cancel game? Oh, this was from last. Okay, I get it. I see it now. I see why. Canceled and Utah, UCLA canceled. See, the thing with the Pac-12 too, they're playing 7 games. So when these games canceled, half of these
That's it.
they're pretty much count. You might as well count them out the playoffs and count them
Yeah.
out any big bowl games, stuff like that. Their season is pretty much washed. All right, so Florida handled business against Arkansas. Sheesh, 63-35. That second quarter was really killed, and the fourth quarter too was really killed Arkansas.
Yeah, Kyle Trask went off.
23 for 29, 356, 6 touchdowns. It's hard to beat a team when they quarterback putting up numbers like that.
Yeah.
CJ say he had to charge his phone. Okay.
Of course. Don't nobody phone die more than CJ's.
Say how bad did Michigan do you think we? I mean, I definitely think we could flip Jaden Wood, but I think Michigan head coach got to get fired. If they fire him, I think we'll flip him. But that's tough to say. I mean, Michigan is looking terrible. I wouldn't be surprised if they fire their head coach. You said Kyle Trask is baby Tebow. Say Florida playing a video game.
That's what it looked like.
That's cool. Like that. Like, Florida was playing in rookie mode on the first first quarter or whatever. Then they decided, like, you know what? I'm gonna go all Madden on them. But Vanderbilt, Kentucky, I told you, bro. Vanderbilt is a joke.
I know. I've always said that.
This team is a joke, man. Oh my god. Nothing to see here. Oh man. Ole Miss pulled it off on South Carolina. And this game
saying, yeah. They're saying Muschamp is about to be fired.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Surprised.
I think Norvell need to go ahead and call him up, get him over here to run his defense.
That's the thing, though. Will he take a defensive coordinator job, or will somebody else even offer?
Well, he needs to, because every time he get a head coaching job, he is trash.
I think somebody will still give him a head coach job. It's crazy. Might not be in the Power 5, but it's tough. And postponed games, pretty much almost all of them. Alabama, LSU, Texas Texas A&M, Tennessee, Georgia, Missouri, Auburn, Mississippi. Basically, almost all their game got canceled.
All the big games, yeah.
But like I was saying in my one video, I was telling them, bro, Florida is not canceling this game. They know it's going to be an easy win. Ain't no way in the world, because they already canceled one game this season with LSU. And right now, I heard that the SEC got 2 makeup dates now instead of 1. Because they would have used December 12th to make up games. But with some teams being postponed more than 1 game, so they added another week in December 19th. So they got 2 weeks to make up games that was postponed, like all of these on this list.
Okay.
So some teams, if they go 3 games, then they ain't gonna make them up. All right, so we pretty much cover all the Power 5. Let's go into next week. Let's make some early predictions.
All right, who we got?
Shit bowl.
God, dog.
We got a shit bowl.
I'll take Louisville now.
For the ACC. Let's let the chat make some of these predictions too. I'll be getting offset sometime, not getting everybody involved. Syracuse, LSU. Who y'all got? Syracuse, LSU. He said Muschamp's a great recruiter but can't coach. Okay, so Phil going with Louisville. Brandonton, he's going with Syracuse. Okay.
I'll
So
take Louisville too, Phil.
yeah, I'm gonna take Louisville. Syracuse has been a walking stick lately. Yeah, the whole chat's taking Louisville. Yeah, Louisville. So not Phil. So Brandonton, you're the only one that's going with Syracuse.
Yep. But
Yeah,
hey,
I'm going with Louisville. I got more confident in their offense, even though it's up and down, than I would in Syracuse. Moving on from them. Now Lenore's, I ain't seen Lenore's in here, but I already know he's going with Florida State.
um, yeah, we already know the answer to that. Let's go to the next game.
uh,
That's
Pete
not going to
Shield
be
says,
pretty.
"No Nation, what's good? What's
What's
going
up,
on?"
Pete Shields?
So we got Florida State, Clemson. I want to see if they feel the same way Lenore's feel.
Everybody know in the chat what they're going to say. Clemson by 67. Next game.
As soon as you said that,
Shoot.
Phil said 114. Oh my God. Jay Play said Clemson by 80.
Yep, that's about right.
Yeah, we can move on from that one. If Trevor's out 20-14 FSU. What? I told you. We were gonna have some people pick y'all, man. If Trevor's out,
I think some of y'all Miami fans just want it because y'all trying to sneak into that ACC championship. That's why
I think right now we'll
they're
take
trying to speak it into existence.
Yeah, everybody going Clemson though.
If Purdy is playing in that Clemson game, that game is gonna, and that's not a knock on Purdy. He's just not ready for that. That game's not going to be really competitive. I would love to be proved wrong, but it is what it is.
Wake Forest versus Duke.
I'll take Wake.
Yeah, I'll take Wake. I'll take Wake by 2 touchdowns. We all got Wake Forest or Duke. We all think will pull this one off. Don't really matter who does, but keep in mind we do play on Wake Forest this season too. We play them after Georgia Tech.
Everybody's saying Wake.
Everybody's saying Wake. Yeah. All right. Let's go Virginia Tech Pitt. 4-4, similar records. Virginia Tech or Pitt?
Oh man, that's a tough one to pick.
Yeah. We all got Virginia Tech or Pitt?
I'll take Pitt.
Yeah, it's a toss up. Damn, I keep forgetting to keep a coin by this table. Don't know who to go with. So we got some Pitt, we got some Tech. So you got 1, 2, 3. Then you got 1, 2, 3. Oh shit. Looking like it's actually going Pitt now, man. I see. Okay, so mostly people are picking Pitt, but some people got Virginia Tech.
Yeah, it's really like a 50-50 game on that.
You said Pitt will stop the run game. Yeah. All right, so Pitt it is. Oh my God.
Who?
I just saw this. It's like Abilene Christian. What?
Okay, well we'll take Virginia.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna be Mr. Funny Guy. I'm taking Abilene Christian.
Yeah, you'd be that.
Virginia versus Abilene Christian. Who y'all got winning this game? I'm gonna take. Oh man, for trolling purposes, I'm gonna take Abilene. But everybody saying Virginia. That's a clear cut.
Yeah.
Oh man. Um, he said, with this being a freebie year, you think N'Kosi Perry leaves to be able to get on the field for 2 years somewhere else? I think if King come back, N'Kosi Perry leaves. I don't think you want to sit behind King for 2 seasons straight. Even though this is a freebie, I still don't think you want to sit behind him 2 years straight. But if King goes, it's a good chance that Perry be the starter. It'll be his job to lose. Him and Tyler Van Dyke and Mataka, they'll be battling for that starter spot. But I think N'Kosi Perry has the edge on that right now. So if he stays and King leaves, then he'll be the starter. His job to lose. But if King come back, I think N'Kosi Perry leaves. What's going on, Maiden Day? How you doing, man?
Maiden Day, what's up, bro?
All right, so Virginia it is.
Hell yeah.
NC State versus Liberty.
Hey, I'm sleep on Liberty.
Oh man, NC State versus Liberty. Who y'all got?
I got Liberty. I think
Uh,
Liberty wins another ACC game. I'm taking Liberty.
I think this week Liberty finally gonna drop. I think they finally gonna lose to an ACC team,
I got Liberty.
but everybody picking Liberty.
Yeah, man. Liberty.
JP say Liberty. Ed say Liberty. Miami boy say Liberty. Peter said Liberty. Jordan says NC State. Brandon says NC State. Phil says NC Liberty with the upset. Canes for life. What's going on with you, boss?
What's up, bro? What's up, Canes for life?
Um, Dang, Liberty getting a lot of love.
Hey, I think Hugh
We got
Freeze doing something over there, man.
All right, so we got 3 NC State. Everybody else is all Liberty. Man, maybe they're seeing something in Liberty that I didn't see. I mean, I rewatched the game when they play against Virginia Tech, but I don't see them playing at that kind of level all the way through.
I mean, they
But
just keep winning and winning.
we'll see. I think North Carolina State gonna give them their first loss, but we'll see. If they beat North Carolina State, I do think they'll finish the rest of the season undefeated. Their next biggest challenge, I think, would be Coastal Carolina.
Mm.
But all right, so and final game, ACC. It's on the ACC network, 8 p.m. in Miami. Miami versus Georgia Tech.
I think Georgia Tech's defense is gonna play tough, but I just don't think they can score enough points to beat y'all. So I'll go Georgia Tech. I mean Miami.
Yeah, he said we better blow out Georgia Tech. What's y'all score prediction for Miami versus Georgia Tech? All right, so we got a 21-16. Like I said, these are early score predictions. During the week, we'll find out, what's going on with Miami, what's going on with Georgia Tech, and some of these score predictions might change. But as of right now, what do you guys think the score would be?
I'll go 27-13.
27-13. Okay. So Joe says 38-17. Jay Play says 24-3. Miami boy says 54-3. Man, I promise you, I ain't picking no more blowouts. I ain't picking no more blowouts. Sorry to say it, but Miami 38-14. Yeah, Peter's a Florida State fan.
Yeah, I know.
Phil says 35-14. Maiden Dead
Damn.
27-24. Another nail biter. I'm
Good job.
kind of feeling a little bit like that, but I'm gonna give us a little bit more points than that, being that we at home and we might have some of those players that were sitting out last game. We might have some on back, so I'm gonna go a little bit higher. But that's the feeling that I'm getting to. I'm actually going Georgia Tech, upset 24-19. Hey, we'll see. There we go. He said, "Don't disrespect us Canes like that." Hey man, if you would have told the Canes that we was gonna win the game yesterday by a point, you would have said, "Don't disrespect us like that." And we won by a point. 38-17. Okay. 35-10. Miami all day. Okay. We got 28-17. Miami. Okay. He says 33-14. Miami 49-14. Okay. Kenny says 28-12. All right. I'm gonna go. I think Miami gonna put up points in this game. I'm gonna go 35-20. 35-20. 15-point win. 35-20. That's a 2-touchdown win. That's my early prediction. Now, if we find out we got more players out and the other players that are out right now don't come back, then we might be in trouble, depending on what Georgia Tech is going on. But Georgia Tech, they did not play this week because, they postponed. So
Yeah.
let's just hope they can actually play that game against Miami. So that's another dilemma. Brandon says 41-16 Miami. Bergie says 42-14 Miami. All right. So we covered the ACC. Let's dip into other conference right now. Let's go to the Big 12. Kansas, Texas. Kansas 0-7 on the season.
Oh, so we definitely gonna take Texas in this one.
Yeah, I'm taking Texas. Yeah, let's get everybody involved in all of these. Who y'all got, Kansas or Texas? Hurricane Speed, thank you for the 5. He says, man, I'll be 51 in a few months. I've seen a lot of wins and losses just really learning about YouTube 2 years ago. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people hasn't been on YouTube. I haven't been on YouTube for more than a year and a half, but I always used to go on YouTube, not to necessarily watch live shows, but to watch highlights and music videos. But as of lately, I start seeing other stuff on YouTube, like public, interviews, or people go out and ask questions. And I've been seeing a lot of pranks, and some people actually live their whole lifestyle on YouTube. So, but I've always came on here looking for Miami Hurricane highlights and stuff like that, whether it's watching videos from Cane Freaks and those guys. But I always used YouTube back then as just a source to watch highlights and music videos. But YouTube has taken off. We got a whole community when it comes to college football, which, it's crazy. Everybody say Texas. And thank you for that Hurricane Speed. In a couple months, man, if we don't know your birthday or we don't hear from you, happy birthday in advance. Yeah, but that's a touchdown for the channel, boss. Thank you. Really appreciate that. And Phil, don't say nothing about the Cubans. Oh man! All right, so everybody pretty much got Texas. It's not even close. Kansas State, Iowa State.
This could be an interesting game.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Iowa. I'm gonna take Iowa just because they home, and They ranked number 17. They probably a little bit better than Kansas State. Kansas State went downhill since the season started. They were looking pretty good. They just been
Yeah,
going downhill.
I'm leaning towards Iowa State myself.
Yeah. Let's see what everybody else says. Iowa State, Iowa State, Iowa State. Yeah, everybody going Iowa State. Oh man! All right, so Iowa State it is. We can move on from them. Oh, they only got 3 games. Oklahoma, Oklahoma State. Oh my goodness, that's gonna be a good one.
Yes, it is. I'm gonna
That's
go
gonna be.
with. Hmm.
You think Oklahoma State can get over Oklahoma this season?
No, I'm gonna go with Oklahoma.
Hmm.
A part of me wanted to pick Oklahoma State, but
I want to pick them too, but it's like my mind is leading Oklahoma, but I want to pick
yeah,
Oklahoma State. But I
like
mean,
Oklahoma runs that rivalry, so I'll take
and then I'm
Boomer
looking at it.
sooner.
I'm going at another standpoint. Oklahoma beating them is a better look for Miami too, because if Oklahoma State wins, it's a possibility they might actually jump us next week too. So
I didn't even think
Oklahoma
about it
winning
like that.
would benefit us too. So I'm gonna go Oklahoma. Hopefully, everybody else going Oklahoma also. Yeah, Oklahoma, all Oklahoma. CJ went Oklahoma State. CJ always the oddball.
He gotta be. He always gotta be the oddball out.
Miami boy say he
Oh,
think
it's definitely
it'll
gonna
be a
be.
shootout.
Oh yeah,
They don't play
it's definitely
defense
gonna
over
be a shootout. No,
there.
that's gonna be
that
50, it's gonna be 50
that's
to. It's gonna be like
gonna
that.
be
There you
a
go.
oh man. Oh Edward said Oklahoma State, but that score too low, bro.
Yeah, it's
They
gonna be
don't
more like in the
they're not
40s
in
and
that
50s.
yeah, they're not getting a defensive bout in that well, not in that conference. All right, let's go into the Big Ten. Wow. Oh, for a second I thought it was gonna be one game.
How many is?
Purdue, Minnesota. They got
Shoot, I'll take Purdue.
yeah, they got quite a few. Yeah, I'm gonna take Purdue too. Minnesota this season is they just look terrible, to be honest.
Yep.
I'm going Minnesota. Who you guys got? Minnesota, Purdue. Yeah, Minnesota's been looking terrible all season. I'm going Purdue for the win. Minnesota looked good last season, though. I ain't gonna lie. They surprised a lot. Wow. Everybody going Minnesota. CJ said Minnesota. Miami boy says Minnesota. Okay, Demetrius said Purdue. So we got one Purdue. Everybody else going on Minnesota.
I guess it's me and Demetrius then, because I'm going Purdue.
Yeah, I'm taking Purdue. I'm
Okay, so it's
taking
us
Purdue.
three.
Yeah. Like I said, Minnesota looked terrible this season. They ain't the same team we saw last season. To be determined, Maryland. Let's just say that they do play it. Maryland, Michigan State.
I'll take Maryland. I'll
Yeah,
take the Terps.
I'll take Maryland too. They at home. Michigan State. Other than that beating that they gave Michigan, they haven't done anything. They pretty much losing games, getting blown out. They got blown out by who yesterday? Indiana. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm going
yeah.
Maryland. I'm taking Maryland, and everybody else so far is taking Maryland. Berge said the Chargers just scored, so that game should be tied up. Yeah, everybody picking Maryland. We can move on from Maryland. Indiana, Ohio State.
It's the big
Indiana
one.
4-0. Ohio State 3-0. It's in Columbus, Ohio. 12 o'clock game. You think that would have been a prime time game, but 12 o'clock on Fox.
So
Who y'all got? Ohio State
I'm gonna go.
or Indiana?
I'm gonna go Ohio State. I think Indiana's gonna keep it closer than people think.
Hmm. So we got Ohio State, Indiana, 31-21, I hope. Another Ohio State, 35-17. CJ says Justin Fields for the win. You going with Ohio State? Yeah, I'm gonna take Ohio State also. I wouldn't mind if either one of them lose, but Indiana losing benefits Miami more. Bergie says Ohio State big, 53-14.
I wouldn't be
Um,
surprised.
you said we need Ohio State to lose. No, we don't. We need if you look at the playoff situation, Ohio State making it in, Alabama making it in, and whoever win the ACC championship makes it in. So teams like Indiana sticking around to give Miami problems on who that fourth team would be. So I'd rather the Buckeyes win. I don't want none of those other teams that's sticking around that could be in the conversation. But upset Indiana. A lot of people seeing this game could go either way, but mostly it's leaning Ohio State.
Yeah, I think Ohio State just more talented. I think Indiana might keep it close for the first half, and then Ohio State pull off.
All right. All right. Illinois, Nebraska. Chip Bowl.
Toss up.
Yeah, this is a flip the coin kind of thing. Who y'all got? Who y'all got? Illinois or Nebraska? Who y'all going with?
If I gotta pick one, I'll take Nebraska. Just beat Penn State, huh?
Yeah, I
I
think
guess I'll go Nebraska. I guess, but
yeah, I'm gonna go Nebraska also. Just I don't think Frost. I don't think Scott Frost gonna stay down too long. I think it's a tough one, man. I'm just gonna take Nebraska. CJ with the corn huskers.
I like corn.
Oh man, yeah. Basically, that's gonna be another
Yeah,
boring game.
absolutely.
Not a boring game next week for them. Here's a good one. Wisconsin, Northwestern.
I'll take the Badgers.
Taking Wisconsin.
Yeah.
I want to believe in Northwestern, but no, something leaning me towards Wisconsin in this one. But Wisconsin losing this game would be a benefit for us.
So
I want Northwestern to win, but my heart telling me Northwestern, but my mind, based on what I know about these teams and think about these teams, is saying Wisconsin. But I'm gonna take Northwestern. I'm gonna take Northwestern. All right, so we got who's this Marcus guy?
Oh, you're a Gator fan.
Oh yeah, I should have noticed that little thing with the jersey on in the back, the little lizard with the jersey. Yeah. Gators get a win and they don't know how to act. Get your ass off the screen. Oh man. Wisconsin, Northwestern, Wisconsin. Wisconsin. He said, I like to read magazines and articles, so I'm going with Northwestern. Oh my god. Oh man. So it's a toss up. It's kind of more
It look
people
kind of
look more towards
split.
Wisconsin. You got 1, 2,
Yeah, 1, 2,
3, 4,
3.
5, 6. So I
Mm.
see 6 Wisconsins, 1
And
Nebraska.
there's four Northwestern. So it's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
close.
pretty much a toss up. Penn State versus Iowa. I
A
think Penn
part of
State.
me can't. Part of me just don't believe Penn State's gonna lose again. A part of me just doesn't believe that.
I'm feeling that too, but a part of me wants them to lose again.
Right, but I'm right there with you. A part of me wants to see them go 0-5 though. So I'll take Iowa.
So they got Iowa. Yeah, I'm going Iowa too. Oh man, I'd love to see Penn State go totally defeated this season, basically. Oh and whatever. Oh and whatever. But Jordan says Penn State 35-14.
I don't see that. Penn State just lost to Nebraska. Nebraska's not any good.
Yeah, yeah. I think Iowa taking it.
Yeah,
Uh, Marcus is. I guess he's trying to.
he's trolling you, bro.
Yeah, he's trying to run for president right now.
With his
Gator.
gator holding his ugly little Confederate flag and shit.
What is that? He's on.
Look
It
like a Confederate flag from
should be
here, but
should be a damn a white flag. But that's what they're gonna do when they get to the SEC championship. All right, so let's move on to the next one. Shit bowl. Michigan versus Rutgers.
I'm got Rutgers.
The battle of the 1 and 3s. So yeah, and it's in Rutgers too. I'm gonna go with Rutgers.
Yeah, I go Rutgers. To hell with Michigan.
Let's see what they got. Who y'all got? Michigan or Rutgers?
I'd rather watch high school.
Oh man. So we got a tie so far. Oh, Michigan up. So, man, Jordan just picking all the underdogs. You got Michigan 21 13. Trying to see if anybody else gonna go in on that one. So far, Michigan's getting a nod right now. So you got one Michigan, one. Oh, there goes another Michigan. CJ say he'll take the Pussycats. I don't know who the Pussycats are. Unless he's talking about the Wolverines.
I guess that's what we're talking about.
So basically, everybody picking Michigan. Oh, Rutgers coming in again. That's another Florida State fan. They picking Rutgers.
I got Rutgers too.
They must don't like Michigan.
I've never liked Michigan, but you know.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. Bama gonna roll Florida. All right, so we can move on from that shit, Bo.
That's the last one? Yep.
No, yeah, that was
for the Big Ten.
going into the Pac-12. You got UCLA, Oregon. Damn, I hate Oregon. UCLA, Oregon. Who y'all got?
Take Oregon. I don't know anything about these teams. I don't know if UCLA's good or not. I'll just take Oregon.
Yeah, Oregon's at home too. You say Oregon 31-20. As bad as I want to take anybody against Oregon this whole season, I don't see UCLA beating them. I don't see them. Yeah, the whole chat saying Oregon. and especially after they came back and won that game.
Quack quack.
Yeah, Oregon it is. Don't even have to spend too much time on that one. Oh, another shit bowl. Cal, South. I'm at. Why I say South? Oregon State. I was thinking about USC for a second.
I guess I'll take Cal, but again, I don't know. these these Pac-12 teams are.
Yeah, I'm gonna take.
I
I'm
don't
gonna.
watch enough Pac-12 football to really know, but I'll take Cal in this one, I guess.
Yeah, I'll take Cal for the hell of it. I ain't have no. I don't have no reasoning behind it. Just picking them.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, he said. He said Cal 7-3. Wow. Ed said he'll pass on that one. Got Cal. Did he say Cal sucks? But hey, everybody picking Cal. Apparently, Cal suck, but they just don't suck as bad as Oregon State. So we can move on from that one. Cal it is. Washington versus Arizona. It's in Washington. Washington sitting at 1-0. Arizona sitting at 0-1. Who y'all got?
I'll take the Huskies.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Washington. I don't know too much about Arizona. Only thing I know about them, they 0-1, and they playing away. Washington. Okay, Jordan got a score prediction 24-21. Okay, Washington. Okay, so Washington will take that one. Oh, we got Arizona.
Yeah, Edward got
Arizona
Arizona.
27-21. Trevor says 28-17. Who?
Washington. He picked
Washington. Oh yeah,
Washington.
he picked Washington. Okay. All right. USC, Utah.
Man, Utah's not even played a game yet.
They canceled their last two games.
So that game might not even happen. I'll take USC if it happened.
Yeah, I'll take USC too. Depending on who Utah even put on the field. If they
Right.
cancel the last couple of games, that means they roam the field.
Trevor said Utah upset.
Um, he said USC 24.
Phil say Utah with the upset.
Trevor upset. Utah upset. Then you got USC 31-21. USC. Okay.
Trojans in the boy dumb.
Man. Then we got another. Okay, so Utah 24-21. He said, Jay Garcia, come on down. Man, that's I can't wait, bro. I can't wait to see him make his decision. Cause the anticipation behind him and all the hype behind him, I can't wait. Say Utah by a field goal. Jay Garcia to the U. I hope so. In that case, yeah, go ahead and upset them, Utah. Washington State, Stanford.
I'll take Stanford.
I'm gonna go Washington State.
I'm going with the trees.
I seen them hang with Oregon, so I'll take them over Stanford. Stanford just looked horrible this season. Bergie said we got TVD, we good. And then Maiden Date is laughing at TD. Oh my god.
I think Maiden Day he was on one of my live streams and we were talking about TVD and he said he not the goods. I believe that was him that we was talking about.
I think he all right. I think he's in a learning process right now. I think he's getting better. I mean, the coaching staff, they pretty much high on him. So all you got to do is compete. And that's it. Compete and continue to get better. All right. So we got a
Look at
mix.
TJ.
Oh man, you go with the trees. I smoke some trees in Washington State. Oh my God, I really think King. He said he really think King come back. Yeah, that'll be good for Miami coming out the ropes playing against Alabama and Arkansas State canceled. So no game for Colorado this week. And let's wrap it up with the SEC. Florida Vanderbilt. This ain't even a question.
Oh, Florida rolls in this one.
I want to see who picked Vanderbilt in this game. This should be interesting. Florida versus Vanderbilt. Who y'all got? He says Florida 55-0. I believe it. The Gay Turds. I believe that too. You got 79-10. I believe you. Florida 61-3. Definitely believe you. The Lizards. CJ, you said that you spelled that wrong. It's supposed to be baby lizards. You're going with the Lizards. So yeah, it's a wash, Florida. And they all picking blowouts too. 66-7 Florida. Everybody's got Florida by a blowout.
Absolutely.
Yeah, as much as I hate the Gators, they gonna blow them out.
Yeah.
Arkansas, LSU. That's a good one. And
This might be it's a tougher game to pick than I think you would normally. I'll take the Razorbacks.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna take Arkansas too. Who y'all got? Arkansas or LSU? Say Vanderbilt doesn't come out in the second half claiming COVID. Okay, so we got Arkansas 35-17. LSU in a close one. LSU. Then you got Arkansas, 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 Arkansas. CJ. I like
CJ, I'm with
raise the back.
you.
Oh,
Some pig feet or something.
yeah, so it's a clear cut for Arkansas. Yeah, I'll take Arkansas on that one too. LSU this season is not the same.
No, they're missing too many.
They fell off. They fell off completely. Now Texas A&M, Ole Miss. I would hope Ole Miss.
I want to say A&M, but I feel like Lane Kiffin can score some points on them boys.
I want Ole
I'm
Miss
gonna
to
go
win.
Ole Miss I'm picking Ole Miss in the upset.
I want Ole Miss to win that game, but for some reason, I think Jimbo Fisher gonna get it done. I think this is his season to win as many games throughout the stretch, just not good enough to, make it into the playoffs or the SEC championship. I think this is going to be his year, and then next season he'll probably build off of it. But I'm hoping that Ole Miss wins just for Miami purposes.
I got Ole Miss in the upset.
Okay, so
In a high scoring game though, I think it's gonna be like 40 something to 50 something or something like that.
Field going Ole Miss. You think Kiffin get the upset? Hey, I hope so. It'll benefit Miami, I'll tell you that much. Texas A&M, high scoring game. Texas A&M. Yeah, as much as I would want Ole Miss to win, I think Texas A&M will pull it off, but I'm praying for the upset. Here we go again. Like, I don't like trains, but I like to go fishing A&M.
What the hell are you talking about?
Bro, I don't even know who that.
What?
Oh my god. Peter's
Boy,
going.
crazy.
Oh man, Alabama, Kentucky. That
Oh,
is the question.
Bama big.
Yeah, Bama gonna blow them out. This is the same Kentucky that lost to almost everybody. That's good.
Yeah, Bama big.
Yeah, I'll take Alabama all day. Let me see who's gonna be the one to go with the odd.
CJ. He gonna say some crazy shit.
That still came out of nowhere, man.
I don't know what CJ's talking about right there.
I'm still trying to figure that out. Yeah, it's about.
I don't like trains, but I like to go fishing. All right.
I get the Fisher part. It's the Jimbo Fisher.
PP?
You
Go
say
stay on the pod.
Yeah, that's not even a question. Alabama, Tennessee, Auburn. Tennessee, Auburn. They play in Alabama.
I think Tennessee's just bad, so I'll go with Auburn.
Yeah, Tennessee is trash this season. Tennessee is totally trash this season. I'm picking Auburn. Yeah, Auburn. Yeah, I don't think nobody has no reason at all this season to even believe Tennessee will win a game.
No.
The way they've been playing. CJ. Yeah, he say T2 need to decommit. I mean, I think that's the best way to get them. If Tennessee keep losing, they're going to fire their head coach, Pure. And then some of them commitments that they got, a lot of them going to decommit.
Y'all didn't get that, man.
Man, I don't know what you're talking about.
They come the lane train, the Kiffin train.
Oh, okay.
And then Jimbo fishing.
I got the fishing part.
Yeah.
You threw me off the whole thing.
So you're the only oddball that picked Tennessee in this one.
Yeah.
We got War Eagles. We got Auburn. And then you picked Tennessee. What made you pick Tennessee?
Bo
He
Nix.
don't even know. He don't even
Bo
know.
Nix.
That's it. What has Bo Nix been doing all season against everybody they played?
He been coughing. He been making bad decisions with the ball sometimes.
That's why you picked them to win.
Yeah. I think Tennessee Tennessee always do they do an upset against a team you'll never think they'll win against. And I think Auburn be it this season.
Okay.
All right. Well, you're the only one. Well, okay. Georgia, Mississippi State.
Georgia.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Georgia.
Georgia big, matter of fact.
I'm gonna go M I crooked letter I humpback I. I'm going with Mississippi State.
Mike Leach ain't
Just because of the fact Georgia ain't got no good quarterback.
Yeah, I was gonna say if they come out with playing 2-3 different quarterbacks, I'm gonna take Mississippi State.
No, y'all sleep. It's Georgia.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Mississippi State if Georgia come out
Georgia
playing
beat.
three different quarterbacks the way they played against Florida. Because right now they don't know who they want to play at quarterback, given the situation with Florida.
And you gotta think about it. They really don't have no good wide receivers. Their offensive line, they good, but they got a quarterback that's short and can't throw accurate worth a damn. Then you got Mathis that come in. He throws, very wildly.
Trevor says 59-14. I don't think Georgia offense could put up more than 30. If they
That's about
win,
it.
I think
they
Mississippi State will throw so many interceptions that Georgia's gonna have no choice but to score points.
Okay.
I don't know. I'll take who that head coach is now. That weird dude. What his name is?
Talk about Mike Leach.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just
Still says, what's your thoughts on Javaris Brownlee Jr.?
Jarvis Brownlee.
Oh, Jarvis. I'm sorry.
Like the player, as a player, I think he's young. FSU's young across the board. I like him. I like Brownlee. I think he's one of the DBs that actually plays with some heart and some passion. So I like Brownlee.
All right, so everybody pretty much took Georgia on that one. I hope Mississippi State beat them for trolling purposes. Walk around my kitchen like Uncle Lou. All right, shit bowl. South Carolina, Missouri.
I'm taking Missouri. I need Muschamp fired so we can get him over here defensive coordinator. So I got Missouri.
Yeah, I'm gonna take South Carolina put up a good fight. I'm gonna take South Carolina. They put up a good fight. Missouri just ain't done nothing to make me want to pick them.
Muschamp will not be our defense coordinator. South Carolina for the win.
Yeah, everybody. South Carolina, one Missouri. Let's say South Carolina 24-17. That sounds about right. That score could go to 35-28.
Dang, I don't miss all the other picks.
McTavish says Georgia's need to catch better. They need to throw better too. Yeah, but that's pretty much it for the games next week. So it's gonna be interesting. I think it's gonna start narrowing down teams in the top 10, narrowing down playoffs hopes, and conference championship games coming up soon. So these next 3 weeks or whatever, it's gonna be intense. Especially
I think Kirby Smart.
And especially for the SEC, who's been playing from the beginning. Those games gonna come down to it.
I think Kirby Smart gonna be the coach to take Georgia back to them dark ages.
Kirby Smart?
Yeah.
You think he's gonna fall off that bad?
Yeah. Just because I can tell by how he's doing with the decision at quarterback, that'll drive recruits away, man, because you're not playing to win. You playing for your own principle. You can't do that. You got to play to win, and these players see that, they're gonna be like, man, ain't no point of me going. I'm a 5-star, 4-star, and all he's gonna do is send me on the bench if I don't, because of his favoritism, and his favoritism is bad right now, especially at quarterback. So them guys gonna pay attention, bro. They like to win. They don't want to lose.
They can recruit them. The issue with Georgia is not recruiting them. They got a bunch of them. They don't play them.
They can recruit 5-star quarterbacks all day.
I'm not saying that.
No, I'm not talking about you, CJ. I'm talking about Georgia can't recruit.
Top five at pretty much all positions. To be honest,
Georgia recruiting the quarterbacks. He just for whatever reason won't play them.
Exactly, and play in future whatever they. You know what I'm talking about. The future ones, they see that and they see how it's gonna keep going down. They don't want to come to Georgia. It'll start deteriorating after a while.
Think about it. You a 5-star quarterback. This dude got 4 or 5-star quarterback on the roster already, and none of them don't look good.
And he want to play walk on.
Exactly.
Why should I come and be the next 5-star to sit on your roster and waste? And then they also see quarterbacks like Fields go elsewhere, and then look at the production they put out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that kind of cancel a trigger to a whole team in the program.
Tell you one thing: next season come around, if Kirby Smart doesn't do good, you'll be seeing all the Georgia fans going after him.
Yep, like they did Mark Richt.
They'll be all for him. They off with his head.
Yeah, difference with Mark Richt and Kirby Smart is Mark Richt built that Georgia program up.
Can Miami beat Georgia?
They give him no credit for that
At all.
Trevor says, "Can Miami beat Georgia this season?" As a
This season.
Yes.
I don't think so because I don't think Miami can block Georgia's defensive line.
I think, but their offense won't be able to score on our defense. So it'll be
I'm
one.
not too sure y'all offense can score on their defense either.
I think it'll be a field goal kicking battle, and our kicker is number 1 in the country. So I like our odds.
Here we go.
What scenario you put out, I ain't agreeing. Miami by 100. Shit. Nah, but it'll probably be one of them close dog fights. And you know Georgia ain't too good in dog fights, even though they are dogs. But yeah, I'll take Miami over Georgia. Georgia say no, Miami can't beat Georgia.
I agree, Jordan. I don't really see it.
Man, we won by
T2y.
I was upset, but at the end of the day, we'll beat Georgia. Shit. We'll beat Georgia. Georgia
same person that said they was going to beat Clemson. What was this? 45 to 21. The man said they was going to beat Clemson 45 to 21.
I told y'all I was trolling.
No, you meant that.
Oh man. Yeah, we had a good show, man, but time to wrap it up.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. CJ, I don't know where you come up with half the prediction names and doing that, keeping me laughing. Oh man, thank you, Polk, for sliding.
Yes, sir.
Thank everybody in the chat. Make sure y'all hit that like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel. Make sure you go subscribe to Polk County Nole channel and CJ Kane's channel. Thank you guys for coming through, man, and y'all have a good night.
Yes, y'all have a good night. See y'all later.
Yeah.
Adios.